EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, set! Go, Reed, go!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 2nd and 9. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Brought down in the play by Deron Bland. 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also get the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Go, check! Go, check!
Running left, Taylor. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Jaguars 0. Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Sam Hubbard on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. at the 17-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and guess ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's good. For another Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, right back to Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jaguars at 4-9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Etienne once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Jaguars 0.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Third down and 6. Here's Willis. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Go, Reed, go!
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
A give for Taylor running right side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Taylor. Touchdown, Houston. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Texans 14, Jaguars nothing. Ka'imi Fairbairn the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the...
He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it is now 21-0. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Hey, check that. Street.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Hurt.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A 7-yard pickup.
Right there, hurt.
2nd and 3.
A give to Kamara running right. Shoves him aside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the set. Three.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down right around the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Check pass.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Got it. Ready.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now Willis to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second and 10.
22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it at the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.